Hello, I'm Jonathan Swift, the Editor-in-Chief of Post Magazine Insurance Age, and welcome to the second instalment in a three-part series looking at professionalism in the broking market. Today, I'm joined by Toni, Richardson, Barnett Bartnett, and Alasdair Stewart of the Chartered Insurance Institute to look at the benefits and drivers of becoming a chartered insurance broker. Perhaps I'll come to you first, Toni. Can you tell me what have been the main benefits, business benefits, in your firm becoming a chartered insurance broker?
Well, for us, I think it is recruitment of staff, and they look at you and they think that you're a chartered status. That's a good company to come into. And also our staff retention. I think we've held a lot of staff through that and helping them progress through their qualifications in that.
And Alasdair, is that something that is that the feedback you're getting from the general market about the business benefits of becoming a chartered insurance broker?
Yeah, well, certainly in terms of staff attraction, retention, management, insurance has never really had a great reputation amongst university leavers or even school leavers, and I think the Chartered Award provides some visibility to the level of professionalism within insurance. I think students recognise the word chartered, they recognise it as an award, they aspire to work in professions rather than purely trade in the industry, and it doesn't surprise me at all. That's the case at Barnett Bartnett.
Perhaps, Toni, if I could come back to you there, you mentioned about the staff, the fact that obviously on a retention level it's been very positive, but what's been the overall response from the staff to becoming a chartered insurance broker?
They're really positive about it. Again, for them, it means that they're working for a professional company and it's recognised as a professional company, an industry in that. And also they're very proud of it, that, you know, there's very few brokers that are chartered status, and it's good for us when we're going, you know, to dinners, etc., to say, well, actually, no, we are part of a chartered status broker for CII. And they're really proud of that. And
has it filtered down from the top? Is it something they sense it is coming from, you know, directors of the company downwards?
Definitely, absolutely. From our MD all down through to our directors and to all our staff.
In the first instalment, Alasdair mentioned about the fact that now, you know, there are insurance companies that could become chartered as well. Do you think at Barnett Bartnett, would you look at an insurance company different if it was chartered than you would have worked at an insurance company that wasn't, given the fact that you are actually a chartered insurance broker?
I think we would, yeah. I think we'd think that they're definitely more of a professional company, and we'd look at them in that way, and that they're trying to achieve doing their best, and that they're working to do the best and want to do the best.
And Alasdair, is that a sense you might be getting, or are people, the brokers, are coming to you? And
yeah, I think going back to an earlier point that Toni made was about pride. You know, Andy Homer gave a presentation at Lloyd's recently where he said, he was asked the question, you know, what's the biggest single business benefit that you have as a chartered broker? And he said it's pride. It's pride in our workforce. They come into work at our organisation, are proud of the fact that they're chartered. And I think if you look at Lockton, for example, who became chartered last year, their take-up of exams and qualifications has tripled since they became chartered, because that is a message that's come clearly down from the top throughout the organisation. I think looking at the way that the brokers and the insurers interact, I think there is potential in the future for a value chain that is chartered, and that might be all the way out to the policyholder who may be a chartered accountant. We've seen examples of chartered brokers using their charter status to talk to other professions and actually work quite aggressively into that space, because these people understand what being chartered actually means.
Perhaps I'll come to you on that point actually that Alasdair raised there, Toni. Do you think that insurance broking will ever be held up in the same high esteem as perhaps other professions like accountancy, architecture, law?
I think it will be if we can carry on with the chartered status and we can get more brokers to buy into what that means, that you are a professional company, and if we can get more brokers on board, then yes, I do. I think we can be viewed that way.
And is that the ultimate objective, Alasdair?
Yeah, I mean, the brokers tell us again and again and again they want parity of esteem with all these other professions, and as I tell them again and again and again, that professionalism has a price. It's not free. You just can't put your hand up and say, I am a professional. You can do your job professionally, that's one thing. Being a member of a profession is something completely different. The brokers have to understand that it is something that can create value for them. It is something that their customers recognise. It is something that their clients are willing to pay for. But there are a number of qualification criteria they have to achieve. not necessarily overwhelming, not necessarily financially difficult, but there is investment to be made, time, effort, resource to achieving charter status and then maintaining it.
So, Toni, can I come to you then? Obviously, the talk of investment, both in time and in money, do you feel at Barnett Bartnett you're going to get that to kind of carry on and stay ahead of the other brokers in the market?
Yes, absolutely, I do.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Toni. Thank you, Alasdair.
Thank you.
Well, that was the second part in our three-part series looking at professionals in the broking market. For the final instalment, I'll be joined by Grant Scott of Cowen's Survival Capability. Until then, goodbye.